One of the more common concerns we hear about from folks is that their spigot might be too close to the ground for their drip irrigation head assembly, and that's a valid concern. As you can see, this is very unlikely to fit here and still have room for tubing. Today, I'm going to show you how a few small parts can allow a spigot of almost any elevation to host a head assembly. Perhaps the most common part we see used to help with low clearance head assemblies is to replace the canister filter with this T-filter. As you can see, the T-filter has the same strong filtration as the canister filter. You can see it has a much lower profile. In addition to that, its T-shape means the inlet is here and the outlet is here, allowing you to turn your head assembly in multiple different directions. It can help with almost any elevation. Next up is our brass gooseneck. Now this will turn the entire assembly 45 degrees. We often see this one paired with the T-filter. When paired with the T-filter, the gooseneck gives you a little more space, and the T-filter makes it a shorter assembly overall. Here we have our Faucet L Adapter. Now this is often used on hose bibs that are pretty much at ground level, as it turns the entire thing 90 degrees. Now, what this means is when paired with the T-filter, you can use this to turn the assembly vertically, and then use the T-filter to get it back going horizontally. Now, if you put a little bit of support under your head assembly, this allows you to do one that is just an inch or two from the ground. And finally, we have our hose by tubing elbow adapter. This is the part that's used at the very end of the head assembly. And where it comes in handy here is if your head assembly comes down to pretty much ground level, you'll want this so that your tubing can travel across the ground, as opposed to the straight adapter, where if it comes into the ground, you're not going to be able to connect your tubing without kinking it or damaging it. As you can see, there's no need to allow a low to the ground hose bib to stop you from having your own automatic drip irrigation system. You can use the parts individually or in combination to get clearance in any direction you need, vertically, horizontally, to turn it left or to turn it right, so you can go directly to your garden with your mainline tubing. If you'd like to learn how to properly install a drip irrigation head assembly, including the correct order of parts and some tips and tricks, check out our video right there. It's a full step-by-step guide to installing a drip irrigation head assembly.